So I've had some requests or inquiries, I guess, on how I did my digital classroom. So I'm going to do my best to show you how I made it. Bear with me because I might stumble through some things trying to remember what I did. But so the Google Classroom that I shared out is in Google Slides. However, when I made it in PowerPoint, and I'll show you why. Like here it is. When you're making it in PowerPoint, like you can see, let me hide this. Like when I click on an object, like this is the floor keyboard in me, you can see how big this square is. So to insert links into all these objects is a huge pain in the rear end because then you have to like move this picture out of the way to get to the object behind it, but then you have to remember to bring it to the front. Trust me, um, it's just a lot easier to get everything where you want it in PowerPoint. And then once you have it exactly how you want it, you can save it as a JPEG and you can open it up in Google Slides. And then once you do that, um, sorry, I have my hyperlinks in there already. But if I were to click on this before I added anything, I just opened it up as a JPEG, I wouldn't be able to move any of these objects. And I'll show you how you can attach a link to just like this little area where the shark is, or just where I am, and you can add a link to all these different things. So it's a lot easier to do that way, but that's why I create it first in PowerPoint. So I searched in Google just for images of like floor and ceiling, empty classrooms. This one, dark wooden floors in an empty room. I mean, just search until you find some that you like. And you can see there's all kinds of options here. Um, and then you can save it as a picture. And then once you're in your PowerPoint slide, you can open it up as an image, and you can adjust the size so that it covers your full screen. So this I'm just creating, so I can show you how to do this. So I've got my background here. Now I had gone again on Google and I had searched for let's see, grand piano, transparent background. Anything that you want to add into your picture, it's easier if you can find it with a transparent background. Click on it, save the picture. But I'll show you how, if you can't find it with a transparent background, how you can actually fix that yourself. So it's not the end of the world, and I wouldn't spend a ton of time trying to find something with a transparent background because it's super easy, actually, I guess depending on how complicated the picture is, but I'll show you how to do all of that. So I already saved a picture. So I just go to pictures and let's see, here's my grand piano. And I actually don't like this white part underneath it. So I'm going to see, I don't know if this will work. This might be a bad example. Let's see. So once you add your picture, if you look up here, the top left, it says remove background. So once I click that, you can see that it creates another box. Everything in pink is stuff that it's not going to keep. So I want to make sure that I make that box big enough that it covers everything that I want it to keep. And you'll notice there may still be some pink. And if that's part of it that you want to keep, you go up here and you mark areas to keep. So then you just go back and you click those areas that you want to keep. There's a little spot there. It's kind of hard to see on this one. So now this white part is what I was saying I don't like. So I'm going to mark areas to remove. So there, there, there. And then once I think I'm happy with it, I can click Keep Changes. There. And that took care of it for me. So I'm going to have my grand piano right there. Now I want to add another picture. And I'm only going to add a couple of things. And then I'll show you how to save it and then add the links and everything. So this picture of the bookcase, you'll see that it has a background in it. So again, I'm going to go up here to remove background. And it actually has a lot of it that it is going to get rid of. So I'm going to make my box bigger and I'm going to go up here to mark areas to keep. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to click every area that I want to keep. This one's kind of a pain in the butt. They're not usually this difficult, I think, because it's white. Of course, because I'm doing this, why? There we go. Because I'm doing this as a tutorial, it's being a pain in my rear end. Okay. I think, oh, there's a little bit up top here. Seriously, they're not all this hard. Okay. We're going to call that good. So now I'm going to keep changes. And you can see I've got my bookcase. And I'm going to put it right here. All right, I'm going to add one more picture and then I'll show you how to transfer it over to Google Slides and add the links in. Let's see. I'm going to add some books to my bookshelf. You can add anything on top of anything. Let's see, it's a little big, so I'm going to size that down. Now, you may already know this, but if when you move the books over here, if they disappear, that means that you just need to right-click, and then you can bring it to the front. That way, it's in front of the bookcase. So I'll show you if I send it to the back, it's behind the bookcase, you can't see it. Now I'm going to click my bookcase and send my bookcase to the back. Oh, well, poo. I forgot about my background. Send my background to the back. There we go. All right, so I'm going to say that this is all I'm going to add. Obviously, you can add as much as you want because here's my actual digital classroom. You can see I added things to the shelves, to the floor, to the walls. It does look busy because there's so much in there, but that's because I wanted that many options for my kids to be able to click on. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to add this here. So now I'm going to go to File, Save As, and Browse. And then when I click Save as Type, I can go to JPEG. And I'm going to do Digital Classroom Tutorial. And then it gives me the option of which slides I want to export. And I'm going to click just this one because I've already done my first one. So just this one. Okay. Now I can go into Google Slides. Let's see, I don't want to do any changes to what I already have going on. So let me just create a new one here. Okay, so here is my new one. I'm just going to delete these so that it's completely blank. Now, you can go up here to background and then choose image. Now, I've saved it on my computer, so I'm going to go to upload and browse. And then I am going to find my digital classroom tutorial to open up in my Google Slides. So now it shows as my main slide. And as you can see, I click on it and none of those objects move. So I don't have to worry about messing anything up when I'm trying to add links in here. All right, so to add a link, go to Insert, Shape. I just do a box. You could do circle, whatever you want. And I want, whenever somebody clicks on my piano, for them to be able to go to a website. Now, let's say I had something on the wall back here. I don't want to make my square so big that it covers that, because remember, you want them to be able to click on each item. And I'll show you when I get over here. You want them to be able to click on each item to get to a different website. So it shows as a big white box. Let's see here. I want that to take them to, we'll just do this website. If I go to the website that I want it to link to, copy it, and then I still have my box highlighted. I'm going to go back to Insert and scroll down here to Link, and then paste that link that I just copied. So once I apply it, you can see that it shows for the piano that link. Now, we don't want that white box there, obviously. So if you come up here to the paint can, you can click on it and go transparent, and then also the border color and go transparent. So now you don't see that box, but you see the arrows. If I click on that piano, there's my link. All right, so let's say that I want them to be able to click on the doors of my bookshelf as well as on the books. So I'm going to create shape, and I'm just going to create that shape that covers the books. So let's say that I want that to take them to a specific YouTube channel. Like, I made some YouTube channels just for my digital classroom. I did one for like sing-along songs. So after I created that YouTube channel, I can go to share, copy that link, and then go back to my presentation. Again, I have my box highlighted, insert, link, paste it. And then I want to make sure that that box is transparent. There we go. And then one more, insert shape. So I want to do this bookcase right here. So that's why I go in and just create my own box so that I can add links to specific images. Because if you remember, in PowerPoint, if I click on my bookshelf, it has this entire area blocked off. So if I were to create a link right here, anywhere I click in here would take you to that link. I wouldn't be able to create a separate link to those books. So that's why I do it that way. Okay, and let's say the next thing that I want to link to is these games. And copy the link, make sure that box is highlighted, insert the link, and then make that box transparent. All right, so now I've got my items. I've got links attached to them. Again, you can always check that by clicking on the item and seeing the link that it brings up. You can also go to Present and click on that item, and it will take you directly to the link that you attached to that. And then I think the only other thing that I did was when I went to share, I just made sure, oh, let's save it. I went to advanced, and somewhere in here, okay, so here I can say anyone that has the link can access. And then here, anyone, no sign in required. You want to make sure that this says view. You don't want them to be able to edit it and move things around. So make sure it says view, save it, and then you can copy that link and share it out. So that's how I did this. I hope that tutorial helps. That's all I can think of that I did. What I did on mine, that's not what I meant. What I did with mine, and who knows if my students are paying attention, but I did this click the sign first, and that's where I linked my tutorial video, where I showed everybody how to find everything in here and how to play some of the games that it takes them to. So have fun. It was definitely fun. It was not as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it was time consuming. Um, but so yeah, have fun with it and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.